Well, hello, friends, and with the fall of the Jade Shaman pirates, it looks like maybe we have Paladin pirates, so it looks like we're playing a very aggressive deck here, and I'm not really sure if I should be ramping now or waiting one more turn. Because I have the swipe, maybe I feel like it'll be okay. But this was just, I wasn't planning on recording right now, I was just going to play a little bit for fun with the Jade Golem, but when I see a pirate opening from a non-traditional pirate deck, I feel like this is maybe something I should hit the record button for. Maybe this will end up being a little bit interesting. We're just going to ramp here basically to start the game off, to try and climb into our Jades a little bit faster. We'll be able to now go Jade Spirit turn 3 for us, and then our next turn we'll be able to coin out the Jade Behemoth to get a taunt up, and also continue to grow our Jades. This was just such an unexpected... This is obviously just going to be an aggressive, everything's going face style deck, so maybe we just swipe. But I really don't like that play. The issue is Jade Spirit doesn't really trade that much. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're just going to Druid of the Claw. And the great thing about this right now is the fact that either our opponent's going to True Silver and to enable to trade up a little bit, or they're going to get forced just trading everything in, or even if they Aldor Peacekeeper, they still lose 2 of their minions. And then we're still gaining opportunity cost style of gaining from the Rallying Blade, not a real gaining. Obviously, we're not healing back up, but I think that was an okay play there. Druid of the Claw to kind of slow our opponent down. We do have a bunch of taunts in this deck, and this deck is teched a little bit more towards the anti-aggro. It's been very strange that I've been seeing nothing but Paladins here, and it is a buff Paladin. Maybe it's some weird, strange, aggressive buff Paladin. Wow, that's going to be scary, but that's going to be a big swipe. Maybe our opponent holds off one turn. Oh, they don't. They're just going to trade everything in. So the issue is, I mean, this is just a really decent looking swipe, but then... Actually, I think this is okay now, because I just realized, hey, we have the Living Root, so we're going to swipe here, and then we're going to play the 2 1/1s, just so we have something to deal, you know, to interact a little bit with our opponent next turn. Like, if we need to trade up with a Feral Rage, we can. Although I'm expecting Feral Rage to become health more than anything. Grizzly is fine. I'm totally okay with this. We could punch our way through, but I see absolutely no reason, especially when we have another taunt. And now we'll just wait this one out. Because this is hand buff Paladin, we're definitely expecting a few cards, maybe a couple weapons, but otherwise, that's kind of unfortunate for us. But we still trade into that relatively nicely unless other bad stuff comes down for us. Aldor's less fun, to be honest, because now the taunt doesn't go away. And all of a sudden, this does become a little bit worse. Getting rid of that Divine Shield is nice. 1, 2, 3 is good. 1, 2 is not as good now. Because that just got thrown out, I'm going to taunt and then hero power into this. I know we're going up against a very aggressive deck, so we can't really use our face too much to attack. But I feel like that time it was probably a good choice. Again, now our opponent has none of their cards buffed. And we do have a 4/6 dealing with a bunch of minions, so as long as we don't get hit with another. What is that card doing? Oh, I guess that's just for Patches and Buccaneers, right? That card is just the ultimate buff up the aggro, get an extra 1 mana for 4 damage to face. That's fine. I ping that down next time. A 4 in. Ugh. Things are getting bad. That's interesting. I guess that's the one we take out. Oh, I guess we can't actually. We're going to have to heal now, aren't we? Oof. So the question is, can we double ramp and still live? 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 4 is only 13. We could build a really big board. But the issue is then we're going to be really, really low. So let's just go ahead and taunt up. I mean, the only thing that really beats us now is going to be... I mean, Tyrion's bad no matter what, right? If it just throw down a Tyrion... Oh, I was going to say Alderman and Aldor are the other bad ones. Ooh, should have traded the 3-2. Why'd you do that? That's also really bad. Yeah, Alderman. Peacekeeper is kind of bad. We can't afford that. We're going to go 4. 4 plus 3 is 7, and then we will... We'll attack in because we're going to take the damage anyways, and then we'll heal up a little bit. Which obviously does not put this game out of reach. And we still have 2 more taunts in here. We have a Jade Behemoth and another Ancient of War that we really need to get to sooner than later. Our Jades have obviously not been able to ramp out at all. I'm really curious about what's going on with this influx of Paladins right now. I can't believe I'm seeing so many. Opponent's just hoping to go face here. I mean, when you're an aggressive deck, I mean, you just go face, right? We hope we dodge a... Oh my goodness, it could be a Leroy, right? Leroy wins. Leroy beats us unless we top deck something amazing. We have to play Azure Drake here for the draw. Because we need something else. And then we're going to play Bran simply because... Yeah, simply because. And then we'll take out the minions that we can. And if our opponent wants to leave up Bran, well then that's going to be their choice. If they want to change from their game plan. I mean, if this is a very aggressive deck, there's a good chance they got some chargers. They might cap out at a Leroy. Oh, True Silver is a bad way to go down as well. Almost stabilized here. This was just a... This was a very interesting style of aggressive Paladin that I really haven't seen. I mean, the pseudo hand buff, ultra aggressive Paladin. Look at me racking up and showcasing all these losses at the bad ranks. Oh well. You know what? I got no problem with that. These are interesting games to me. People playing these interesting decks. And maybe I'm playing an interesting deck in maybe a suboptimal way, but sometimes to rack up these losses. And that's no problem. If you want to see more of these types of games, feel free to hit that big red subscribe button below. I'll see ya.